Good Friday afternoon. This is Rich, and markets sure had a very active day. Saw a lot of different movement within different commodity markets. We saw the wheat market, the corn market sharply higher. We saw the soybean market sell off pretty hard here at the end of the day. We saw a commitment of traders report out after the close that showed the liquidation in soybean contracts last week not near as large as what we had expected to see. Only 12,000 contracts sold from the spec funds last week. Soybeans, the funds still long 218,000. While corn, we did see liquidation of 35,000 contracts last week, taking their long down to just 84,000. So as some folks point out, from the weather standpoint and from the bullish side of the market, certainly it sets the corn market up for a potential rally if we do stay hot and dry, like some of the forecasts suggest, moving out over the next month or so. So that remains to be seen. There are some near-term forecasts talking about chances of rain throughout parts of the Corn Belt, so we'll have to see how the forecasts pan out here over the next few days. Soybeans saw some more liquidation here today. Wheat was the big gainer here on the day. A lot of talk about Kansas being hot and dry at a critical time, where we're seeing grain fill take place. Also in Russia and the former Soviet Union, very dry weather there, talking about maybe seeing some reduction in yields in that part of the country as well. And in Europe, we did see Strategy Grains came out and cut the European grain production by 4 million tons here today. So that positive to the wheat market, which is still showing that the spec funds short 50,000 contracts as of Tuesday night, and certainly that's ripe for a big rally if they decide to go back and just buy back those short positions. Here at the close tonight, we had July corn up 10.5 cents at 635.5. December corn up 8 3/4 at 537. July soybeans down 33 cents at 14.05. November beans down 18.5 at 12.88. December cotton up 131 today at the close at 75.21. September rice down 9 points at 15.41.5. July Chicago wheat up 37.5 cents at 695.25. Kansas City July wheat up 33 cents at 705. Minneapolis SEP wheat up 24 cents at 788.5. The dollar ended up down about 0.3 of a point at the close. Crude oil down another $1.32, having a rough week here, down at 91.24. Gold up $17 an ounce. The Dow having a rough week as well, down 78 points at 12,335 here at the close tonight. The cattle market was firm today, while hogs traded a little bit weaker into the close. Monday afternoon, we'll get our first crop condition report on corn from USDA. Be very important, or very interested to see the overall numbers rated good to excellent. We anticipate that being very high, but it will also be very interesting to see what the state-by-state breakdown is. We anticipate maybe Kansas as one of the states that might show some stress. Be interested to look at the other states as well. So we'll get that report after the close Monday. Also, starting this Sunday night, we'll get extended trading hours in the electronic trade. We'll start the trade Sunday night at 5 o'clock and trade continuously on the electronic trade now until 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon. So we won't have a closure in the early part of the morning. We'll trade right on through 21 straight hours, and then be closed from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, reopen again in the evening. So it'll be an interesting, very interesting for those of us in the trade that have been used to having some closures. Now we'll trade on through, so not quite sure what the impact of that will be, other than to provide folks from around the world another way to hedge grain more hours of the day. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.